guys, so I completely forgot to film an intro. By the way, this is my New Year's makeup. If you guys would like a video on this look right here, comment down below. But this was just for the intro for my brow tutorial video. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. These are the brows that I am demonstrating. As you can tell, I'm still in the same outfit. Hope you guys enjoy.
So I already have my whole base on. I have contour, blush, highlight powder. I'm going to take the Milani brow brush. I got the brush because it's like really thin. So it's really good for just like shaping and everything. In with the darkest shade here. And just tap and then tap off the excess because I don't want it to get on my base. I raise my eyebrows so I can see the indentations of where my eyebrow used to be or where it would be. So I like to start with my arch so that way I could base the rest of my eyebrow off of the arch. So I raise my eye and I put the bottom of the arch on the little actual indentation. And then for the top of the arch, I'm gonna go and just raise it and then like right above. First, listen, I'm not a pro and I've only been practicing my eyebrows for a year. So it might not be perfect, but you gotta practice. I identify my arch, and then from there I like to draw the tail right afterwards. So I just kind of I raise it because sometimes I could get off track. So like you see, like I'm already off track. So I'm just gonna fix it, go right back in the little hole. And then I kind of just draw like a little straight line like that. And it looks a little weird right now because obviously I have to clean it up, but I'm gonna go back to the top arch. And where the curve is, I'm just gonna start going down towards where I just left the line. So if you see there's kind of already like a little tail right now, it just looks like a weird mountain. But we're gonna fix that right now. Once we get the shape, then you'll be able to go in concealer and fix what you need to fix. So I'm gonna go in with the powder. Again, tap off the excess. Like, you just gotta make sure that you keep adding powder or else it's gonna look very splotchy and not filled in all the way and completely. So I just go, and if you could see there's like a little line here. Where I start my eyebrow, I normally take the bridge of my nose and line it up with the start of my eyebrow. So I'm just gonna go in with that. So I have the bottom of my brow there. And then I'm gonna take more brow powder and I'm not gonna go right to the beginning because in the beginning I want it to kind of like have an ombre sort of look, so it looks a little bit more natural, not just one block of color. So again, I'm gonna go back in with some more brow powder, and then I'm just gonna kind of try and line it up with the arch. So I'm just gonna go right. Kind of have my shape done. So now that I have my shape, I'm gonna go in with more powder and just kind of fill in starting at the tail. Because you want the tail to, in a way, be the darkest part of your eyebrow and the front be the lightest. Starting where the top part of my eyebrow starts, you kind of want that to be like the transition point. So again, gonna go back in with some powder and I'm just gonna fill it in. And once I get to this point, I kind of just, after I do my tail, I like to just put the brush straight where the top of my brow starts, and then kind of just brush it in. And obviously the color's not all there, so you have to go back in with your brush and just keep filling it in so that this area where you just sectioned off is all the same color. Or else if it's just like like it's dark here but it's light here, like it's just gonna look really bad. Just go right in. And from what I can tell, I could look in the mirror and be able to see, like in the camera you can't really see that well, but in person, you see that there's like a line there, so I'm just gonna go in and just fill that in. So now, I'm done filling that end of my brow out. Now there's a little bit of space here. So then, I'm gonna go in darkest shimmery brown, and then this little lighter brownish color. And with the light brownish color, tap off the excess. And then what you're gonna do is, it might look dark at first, but you gotta watch the whole thing. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just, again, start at the beginning and just do what I did in the middle of the brow and just use the pencil and create like a line and just start filling it in. And it's gonna look weird at first. Make sure that you're tapping off the excess because if it gets on your base is just gonna look really weird. also you want to make sure that this line up here is straight because you don't want it tilted because it looks like like that with it when you have your other eyebrow. So just make sure it's straight. So I'm not really going to focus on filling the front part in that much because I am going to use a brush to blend it out. So I have this little contour brush from e.l.f. Very small, very dainty, and very thin kind of brush. I don't know why it's a contour brush. But I use it for my eyebrows. Oh God. So I'm just going to go in with the brush and I'm just going to blend it out. So I try to blend it out very little so that way after I clean it up with concealer I can see where it needs to add more, take less, or blend it more, whatever the case is. This came with a Bobbi Brown palette. It has a little brush on here. I use it for concealer. So I'm gonna take my Maybelline Instant Ink Rewind concealer. I put it like this, very, very little, like just to coat the brush. And then with the tip of the brush, I like to just start like tracing out my eyebrow. So just start tracing out the eyebrow. So also raise your eyebrow because then you could kind of like, you want this line here to be straight. So that way it just has a natural arch. So just raise your eyebrow. And then straighten that line out. And obviously if you mess up, you could just kind of go back in, fill in the brow, or add more concealer, whatever you messed up on, but it's okay to mess up. So if you could see, like there's a natural arch because I went like this and did that with a straight line. I want the bottom of my eyebrow, I want the whole thing to be straight up until the arch. When your eyebrow is arched, you want that to be straight. That way it's just symmetrical and very even and has a good shape to it. So anyways, still gonna keep the eyebrow lifted and then bring it down once we get to here, where the like the arch starts and then goes down. Goes down here. So when you get to this spot, you kind of want to just relax your eyebrow area and then just carve. I don't know, you could have it extra arched or straighter. This is where you could get creative. I like mine like slight arch, like in the middle of really arched and straight. Use the flat side of the brush to really carve out your eyebrow. If you could see, like my eyebrow is really starting to take its shape. So I'm gonna take the brush and I'm gonna just really define where the eyebrow is. Also, your eyebrow does not have to be this dark or this light. I just wouldn't suggest using black. If you're blonde, use a light brown. If I was brunette, and I'm pretty tan skin, so I use a darkish brown. And if you have already hair, still use a darkish brown. Do not ever go for black. Shaped your eyebrow. I'm pretty much liking what I got right now. So I'm not really gonna go in and change the shape or anything. So after I put my concealer, I take this brush from Eco Tools. It's like a little micro blending brush, slanted. It's the Eco Tools micro blending brush, and I just kind of like just go over wherever I have concealer. I'll just brush it out. And the bristles do not touch my eyebrow. Like it goes at the very end of my eyebrow, but it does not touch my eyebrow. And in the camera it might seem like it is touching my eyebrow. It's not. You need to be able to maneuver around your eyebrow so that that doesn't happen. So again, I'm just gonna do the same thing with the top. And it might look a little white around the eyebrow, but just blend. Blending is key. The first time, brush right through, okay? That's my suggestion. Just brush it right through. As you can see, there's still concealer here. There's still concealer all around my eyebrow. But I'm just gonna go back in with the brush and just kind of blend it outwards. You'll see what I mean. It's kind of hard to explain, but. I try to do it the same shape all the time. And honestly, I'm pretty happy with how my eyebrows turned out right now. That's what it looks like. And if you want, you can go and change the lighting. Right now I'm just using a lamp light. But you could go outside and see how it looks and see if it's splotchy, or you could go to the bathroom and use the bathroom light and see, like, just use different kinds of light just to see where you need to touch up or take away. This doesn't have to be an eyebrow tutorial if you don't have any eyebrows. If you have eyebrows, you could probably, I mean, I can't be the one to tell you. If you have eyebrows, you could probably use the same steps, okay? You know, check the lighting, conceal, start at the end, start your shape. Like, it's the same thing, it's eyebrows. But whoever wants to do it could do it the way that they want. Eyebrows are a very personal thing. Eyebrows are just like, they really shape your face, so however you do them, it's really gonna affect how your makeup comes out. So I really, like, brows are very important to me. I'm gonna insert a picture here. That's when I used to do my eyebrows with a stencil. But brows were honestly the first thing that I went to when I lost my eyebrows and lost all my hair, and doing my eyebrows was something that was really important to me. So being able to go and not use stencils anymore and then go out on my own and learn to draw, I'm gonna insert a picture here of what it looked like when I first started doing my eyebrows. And again, I'm gonna show a picture here. It got better, and then now here. Alright, so this is the finished product. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eyebrow so I could show you guys tips on how to make sure that both eyebrows are even, and that way you don't have two wonky eyebrows. So this is my unconcealed eyebrow right now. So right now I'm going in with concealer and I'm cleaning it up. As you can see, the arch here is a little bit thicker than here. Where the arch starts, this one is a little bit higher. This one's very close to my eyebrow. It's not really that blended here. It's a lot to be fixing. So we're just gonna remember, start by cleaning it up with concealer. So here's one thing that I can first off see. This one starts a little bit lower and also ends, and the top part is also a little bit lower. So we have to go back and fix that. Also, this one is also very, very thick on the bottom here. I'm gonna go back in with the concealer, clean that part up, add on the top. And the arch, clearly different. This one is very thick here and this one is very thin. The tail I didn't really put that much effort into because obviously I have to clean up the brow first. I'm just gonna blend the concealer really quickly. So I'm just gonna blend it. And right now is not the determining moment of the eyebrow, so you don't need to be too precise. Unless you have it perfect the first time, and then. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my brow pencil, dip it in the darkest color, like I said, and I'm just gonna, where I start, I could still kind of see where I started the darker powder, so I'm just gonna start there and add very, very little bit. So I'm just gonna start wherever I started my darker brow powder. Gonna be like drawing my eyebrows all over again. I'm trying to see how the tail looks. The tail looks kind of like the arch is kind of the same. So now that looks real wonky on top, I'm gonna go in with my concealer. Kind of just add concealer to it, and then take off the very, 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 very small amount of eyebrow on the bottom, because if you take off too much, it's gonna look redonkulous. You don't want your eyebrow to look like that. So just take off the little bit. Oh! Wow, I'm smart. I almost started doing concealer. But I forgot to fill in the front part of the brow. As you can see, it looks a little weird. So. Okay, I'm gonna clean it up with concealer right now. It's a little bit thick. When you're doing your second eyebrow, it's gonna look crazy at first, but concealer is going to make it work. You can't really tell how much concealer I have on my eyebrow right now. Like, you can't really tell. Just blend it. Okay? So I have the bottom, like it starts in the same place, but obviously the arch is different. So I'm just gonna blend this out, work out. So now at this point, just look, see where it's wavy or indentation right about here. It's okay that it's not perfect. I don't get it perfect, and I'm okay with that. But close, because if not, then they're gonna look weird. So I'm just kind of looking into my mirror. When I post this, it's gonna be the new year. So, you know, Happy New Year, everyone. I'm really excited to see what the new year brings. I'm really happy that I started this channel a little bit before the new year, so I could just kick off really positive. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with my brush now that I cleaned it up. Here is higher than, it's like this weird elevation here. So I'm gonna smooth it out. Obviously I could kind of see like there's a little bump right here. After doing your eyebrows for a while and practicing, then you kind of get of knowing what you want to change or what you want to add. How you want your eyebrows to look, you know? So I kind of fixed whatever I thought I needed to fix. Now I'm just going to go back in with the concealer and smooth everything out. Raise my eyebrow like I showed you. So now I'm going to fill this out a little bit more. Okay, so clearly you can see I messed up. Go back in and clean it up. As you can see, this one is very smooth. It's not pretty good. I'm just gonna add to it. I'm not gonna take too much off. Right now this one is a little bit more arched on the bottom than this one. So I'm just gonna go and fix that up. Like you can't have that. Okay, see, that's how you get somewhere, but now is the very important part. Now that you have the pretty much perfect shape, you need to use the very tip-top thinnest part of your concealer brush to really just clean up that edge. So, just once you have your perfect shape, just very lightly and very slowly. I pretty much did it. I'm telling you, they're not perfect. So let me just... Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go back in with my brush really quick and just blend it out. So at this point, this is as similar as it's gonna get. Sometimes you're just gonna have days that your eyebrows don't work. Sometimes you have good days and then you have bad days. Today would be kind of one of the badder. Today would be probably one of the days where I would have had a harder time doing my eyebrows because I did. Like sometimes you do your eyebrow perfect and then you kind of see what you did and then you kind of replicate over. But yeah, this is my eyebrow tutorial. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. If you guys want, you guys can watch my first video. It's gonna be in the description. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, comment down below what kind of videos you guys would want me to do next. And follow my social medias. Hope you guys have a great new year. Alright guys, peace out.